what triggers the astronomical increase in breast cancer for Black women? What is it exactly that causes the high incidence of cancer in Black women?
Well, that's a great question. No one has been able to really point to any specific reason. We just know that there are risk factors.
Okay.
Earlier on, I believe 20 years ago, they used the rates were similar between Black women and white women, but as the years have gone by, it's become worse, more frequent among Black women, and the death rate is certainly much higher among Black women. Some say about 40% higher among Black women. Some other reports say higher than that. There are about three. Well, I like to simplify to look at three areas: the
Mm-hmm.
genes, the
Mm-hmm.
lifestyle, and the environment. Uh, have the genes changed all that much? No. Over the past 20 years, I don't think that's the thing. I think it's more to do with the lifestyle and the environment. Every cancer as a whole has increased in all backgrounds, nationalities around the world. But when it comes to lifestyles and I guess, I mean, you can look at it from two areas. You can think
Yes.
about it with regards to um, first of all the social. I'm going to use kind of mix environment and lifestyle now. The social cultural environment.
Yeah.
As the Black race, I mean, let's face it, all right, it's still a challenge getting adequate treatment, adequate diagnosis. Um, they tend to not, in most communities, especially the underprivileged communities, Black women, Black people they don't catch this problem early. They don't have their regular checkups. There might not be that much attention given to a Black person as it is to a white person. I mean, these are things that are still there.
Yeah.
Thankfully, that it has reduced over the years. But
Yeah.
then let's go on to lifestyle, right? We know that diet-wise, we have an issue. We know that obesity, Black women are have the highest rates of obesity of any demographic, whether
And
Black.
obesity is the risk factor, one of the risk factors of uh, having breast cancer. So that
Obesity,
could somehow correlate. Yes.
definitely, obesity is one of the risk factors. They also point to breastfeeding. That if you have children and you don't breastfeed, that could be a factor too.
Mm.
Yes, so it has to do with uh, movement, and we'll probably get to that later on. But
Mm-hmm.
the higher rates, they see that there's a problem with those who don't breastfeed. There's a
Mm.
higher risk for having breast cancer. Those who also have denser breasts, since we're talking about breastfeeding, those who naturally have denser breasts tend to have a bit more of a risk for breast cancer. And
Mm.
Black women again tend to have denser breasts than the other people do. But so there are different things that are
Those are,
involved in it. But as a whole, I think we need to pay particular attention to the fact that as a whole,
yes.
people in general, lifestyle, diets, these things have changed over the years, and it seems like the level of toxicity that we're putting in our bodies has
Yes.
increased over the years. So we're not eating natural farm-raised foods, organic foods like we used to, and that is certainly contributing to the degree of what is known as inflammation and the tendency to get breast cancer and other cancers.